Alright, so when we are looking at the divinities in this post of Seven Wonders Duel in the numbers, uh, Leon 7 is saying, continuing the theme of selection numbers, I next looked at the effect of the numbers of divinities taken versus a player win rate. As expected, the winning player plays more divinities on average. Like, divinities are like a little mini wonder. So this isn't a massive difference, which would indicate the divinities offer an advantage, but this isn't too significant across all cards, so like a plus 0.5 difference, so one more divinity, or a divinity extra on average. Benefits here are obvious that they offer extra powers and are also used to change the turn order, so taking more divinities would help swing the game. Ra is, in my mind, the most unbalanced divinity, which I will look at shortly. There were a number using games with both expansions where no divinities were even activated. I presume these games have finished very early with a political victory, Age 1 or early Age 2. Yeah, that would make sense. So here we are, the average divinities for each winner, playing with Pantheon or both, because there's no divinities in any other. 4 with both, and average of 2 to 4 with Pantheon. Okay, there's like he mentioned in the very beginning of this post, there wasn't very much data as far as Pantheon goes. All right, so saying the average person takes around three and a third in all, but 3.6 in Pantheon if you're the winner, and only 3.2 if you're playing with both. But you look, and that is a clear difference between the winner and loser. So I would say grabbing those matters a lot more. That's a whole 0.5 difference in average there, making it the biggest difference we've seen as far as any cards grabbed. I know divinities aren't like a normal card from the structure, but it's your choice on your turn. Do you want to take that gray resource, or do you want to spend the money and get a Pantheon God? It looks like you generally want to grab the Pantheon God. Then they look at conspiracies. So the number of conspiracies played seems very low across both Agora variants, with many games having none triggered. In Agora, the losing player triggered marginally more conspiracies on average. So this is our first case where if you played a little more of a card, it actually hurt you and you lost the game. So average conspiracies triggered for the winner, it goes really down in both. So Agora, you maybe do 0 at most, and both you do 0 at most. So yeah, you just don't trigger conspiracies that often. There is a wonder that lets you get a conspiracy and be able to trigger it for free without charging up a card. And I think that would explain the one time that a top 500 player would do this. But again, we're looking at the top 500 players here and seeing how they would act. Yeah, it's looking like for the majority of winners are going to take 0 or 1 card and or conspiracy card and activate it. And now is that taking them or triggering them? Yep, triggered by the winner. So yeah, you want to take a little bit less if you're the winner. And I guess with both, maybe take a little bit more, but like I said, there's not very much data with Pantheon, so they included Pantheon in there. The numbers shouldn't lie, actually. There's 0.1 difference in there. Really, both winner and loser are just not grabbing very many conspiracies anyway. It's not like the loser is like dumb at the game always. They're both top 500 level players, and they know don't play a lot of conspiracies. All right. On the other hand, influence is strongly tied to winning the political victory, that 4th win condition that Agora adds. The average winning player had nearly 2 more points of influence with a mode value of 7 influence points across games, making the cards and wonders which help grant influence point high priorities. The average influence triggered for a winner is the different graph. It's really funny. You see that graph versus the graph of the conspiracies. Downward trend, and then we have a upward trend for triggering influence. So when you grab a senator that is a conspirator, the black cards, are you going to place an influence cube, or are you going to grab one of those conspiracy cards. Probably good to place an influence cube. And it grows and grows, and then it kind of peaks around 6, maybe 7 if you're just playing with singularly Agora. All right, so yeah, the average winner plays, oh my goodness, the average winner plays around a whole 2 points more. With Pantheon, the average winner played about 0.5 more divinities, which was significant. That means it is quadruply more significant to be playing these influence cubes out than it is to be grabbing divinities in Pantheon. So, and I already feel like grabbing more divinities than your opponent in Pantheon does seal the deal. So, this is extremely important to play the influence cubes out. You have to, the game is a totally different game when you're playing with Agora. All right. Now, that's probably enough stats on the cards selection, so let's move on to the wonders. So we'll stop this video right there. Hopefully you enjoyed that, looking at the influence triggered, the conspiracies triggered, and the divinities, and got a little bit of a strategy blurb in there about Raw, how it is super unbalanced. So hopefully you all enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm so they know that it's good, and consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.